to speak for the horses of the Thoroughbred Retirement Foundation. These horses bring each and every one of us so much joy. Our work is to take care of the thoroughbred athletes who have finished their racing career and are unable to perform a second athletic career. Sometimes they come off the track and they need to be retired right away. Sometimes they go on to do 2 or 3 other careers, polo ponies, show jumpers, dressage horses, cutting horses. But as they reach the end of that career, they need a safe place to land. And that is what we do at the Thoroughbred Retirement Foundation. It is to provide sanctuary to equine athletes when they cannot no longer perform as an athlete. So we do that because it's the right thing to do, but I will tell you, every single person here would tell you, we do it because they give us much, much more than we ever give them, than they ever give us. It is such a joy to be at this event. So talking about this event, our organization is nearly 40 years old. It is entirely here because of the kind donations, the leadership, the support, the enthusiasm of countless individuals who have donated, who have supported us, who have told our story. That's a lot of people. And on a day like today, we actually get a lot of those people together in one place, and it is simply magical. We have definitely proven tonight that the love we have for these horses and the joy we find in being together is not going to be deterred by any matter of monsoon-like Saratoga summer storm, including hail, sideways rain, and dark clouds. And maybe that's why tonight is maybe more fun than any other barbecue. We always think we're having the best time. But today you look around the crowd and you see people who love these horses, who give to these horses, and love to come together to celebrate that very fact. So the TRF barbecue at the barn, I may be a little damper than I usually am at this point in the barbecue, but my heart is so full of thanks to everyone who's here tonight, every one of our volunteers, our hardworking staff, our incredible sponsors, everyone who donated to raffle baskets and silent auction. This is a celebration of the horses and all of us who love them.
Since I know everybody's business, I'm sitting here the way you love us. Why don't you come over, just down the pool of me? Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Oh.
Well, the purpose of the TRF, our mission statement, is to rescue thoroughbreds that can no longer compete at the racetrack from abuse, neglect, and even slaughter. And events like that, like we have tonight, are critical to our mission because we have 450 horses in our herd, and anybody that owns a horse knows how much a horse can eat. It's very expensive to keep a horse. So with 450 horses, of course, our vet and feed and farrier bills and hay bills are very high. So events like this help to pay for all those expenses. So we do appreciate when people come out and support the TRF so we can feed our 450 horses.
Now, there's no question about it. I've been involved back several years ago. There was a task force on retired racehorses, and I was a member of that. And we made a lot of recommendations. One of the biggest recommendations was every owner, trainer had to look at a video about 15 minutes on horse racing aftercare. That was the best achievement, I think, of that group. And Saratoga Stable historically has been a big supporter. Old Friends is one of ours, and Thoroughbred Retirement Foundation is another.
I mean, it's so important that these horses go on to have a second career or somewhere to go after they're finished on the track. You know, they give us everything in the mornings and the afternoons through the young part of their lives, but a lot of people don't realise that these horses live to be 25, 30 years old. And they, you know, in the state of New York, you can't run until after the age of 10. So they need somewhere to go, and a lot of them need a second career as well. TRF is very, very close to mine and Maggie's heart. Maggie actually sits on the board. But there's some wonderful organisations out there like Rerun, etc. as well, who do a fabulous job, and it's very, very important that these horses have a safe place to go.
So as we celebrate our work and we bring people together tonight, it is especially opportune to really celebrate our flagship program, which is the TRF Second Chances program. When our first horse got off the van in 1984, he stepped off the van at a prison in upstate New York called the Wallkill Correctional Facility. His name was Promised Road. Now for nearly 40 years that program has been running, and what has been happening there is we've been saving horses and they've been changing lives. And that is made possible in partnership with the New York Department of Corrections and Community Supervision. What an honor to have Acting Commissioner Anthony Annucci here, his whole leadership team, to celebrate with us, to spend time with us, and to all join together in celebrating the farm managers at the 2 programs in New York who are taking care of our horses and changing lives along the way. So it's really very special to have them with us and to have everyone get to meet them tonight.
This is a wonderful program. It's a wonderful partnership. It goes back almost 40 years now. Started at Wallkill, recently expanded to Wyoming Correctional Facility. And it's just a way for individuals who are incarcerated, who made a mistake, to really give back something meaningful to humanity. And they learn a lot about themselves taking care of horses. I happen to have horses in my own barn. I know what it is to care for these animals, and certainly the thoroughbreds who have given so much to us, racing and working hard, deserve to be treated royally in their retirement. And so these incarcerated individuals learn to love them, they learn to have confidence, they learn to give something back to humanity, feel good about themselves, and just really feel that they have to be proud of giving something to society.
So I've been around with the New York State Department of Corrections for 4.5 years. I'm the vocational instructor for the Department of Corrections, and I'm the farm manager for the Thoroughbred Retirement Foundation at Wallkill Correctional Facility. That's been around since 1984, and we are going to be celebrating our 40th anniversary in 2 years. That's 2024. That we will be celebrating 40 years at Wallkill Correctional Facility.
You know, the thing about thoroughbred aftercare is it's somewhat new to the industry because the industry is hundreds of years old. Thoroughbred aftercare has become a real priority in, I would say, the last 20 years, but the TRF has been around for almost 40 years, so they've been doing it for a really long time. And I think that everybody involved with the industry at this point is starting to realize that when you are thinking about donating to thoroughbred aftercare, if you make a living in this industry, it's not a donation, it's an obligation. And the TRF does such a great job with their herd, with managing their herd, and they take the horses that other people don't want because you can't ride them, and they find a way for those horses to have a really good life. And so it's important for thoroughbred aftercare all over and all across the board, but I especially love what the TRF does.